Hi, this is Kevin Blanch. Today is 10-10-10. That's my lucky number when betting horses. It used to be 11, I had to give up on that. That number was evil to me. But anyway, today I'm doing my options and futures 101 morning call. We got a holiday tomorrow. It's Columbus Day tomorrow, but I wanted to get it in. I like to try to find where I live these nice backdrops because I think it makes a great metaphor for investment. Look, investment is an art. It really is an art. You know, all Wall Street's got all anal about computers, and they're hiring scientists and math geeks. Good luck. Flash crash, all of it. It's not going to work. I'm telling you, investment is an art. It really is. And to you guys who've got your portfolio, I've been working for a company. I've been all week long. I've been building a site for them, pouring over data. They've got me freaking focused in on 30 world markets. Seriously, 30. I'm here in Utah where I live. But anyway, and it really came into focus me this week. I knew this anyway. Out of the 30 major markets that I'm studying, believe it or not, the worst performing is ours. Sad commentary. Chinese market up 1,000%, all of them. And that's not even with waiting. So, as an investor, we've got to keep these in mind. Now, I really like to, my key indicator that I like to watch is the dollar-euro. Our market is doing nothing. Our economy is horrific. This supply-side economics for 30 years is getting disgusting. We've abused supply-side economics to the 10th power. It's been annihilated. It's been so manipulated. Bernanke, Greenspan, I don't care which president you go. I don't care if you go Reagan. I don't care if you go Bush 1, Clinton, Bush 2, Obama. It's the same exact economic team in place. Exact same supply-side economics. You know, like I said, right here where I live, the great Mariner Eccles came from. He was completely the opposite. You know, 1934 to 1948 Fed. He had a whole different philosophy. He'd roll over in his grave today. But, look, all that's happening with our market here in the U.S., you watch our market, the overall broader market. As the dollar weakens, stocks move a little bit this way. Or, excuse me, this way. And vice versa. As the dollar's getting weak again. It's getting weaker. I mean, not weak again, weaker. We went from 80 cents in 2000 to $1.60. That's a 100% move. Now, as an investor, you've got to have this in your brain. That is where your wealth is. Your wealth's been crushed. Once it's weighted against the euro, once it's weighted against the dollar, once it's weighted against, or you've got to weigh it against something. I've got a broad, well, that's how I get the contracts and the work. I ain't giving out my secret, but I have a broad index that I've got a whole bunch of components that I've built into it. Has a lot to do with the euro, I'll tell you that right there. I think it's a beautiful indicator. I know it is. So, as long as we're watching our overall portfolio, in our stock portfolio, in a broad context, and we see the market go up, why the dollar is weakening, it's not doing any of us any good. Hopefully we're lucky to stay even. Same with our gold position, whatever. Now, as the dollar was reeling in, we had healthy deflation going on. We was going from $1.60, we got to $1.22. You know, and the market was hanging in there. That was good. That was good for investors. You know, the market was trickling a little bit down, but that was okay. Now, the day you wake up, and for a week or two, you see the dollar gaining strength and the market going up. That's when your light better go on, and you better have freaking equities bought. Look, excuse me. Equity pricing in this country, corporations are doing great in this country, a lot of multinationals. But let's get real about it. Caterpillar, companies like this, I mean, they're doing great, but let's get real. Let's think about it. Are these really American companies anymore? I wrote an article for this company the other day. They're really not. We're talking multinational companies. Yeah, they were founded here and started here, but let's get real about it. Honestly. They don't employ anybody here, maybe a few suit and ties in an office somewhere. Everything is manufactured and made in China or elsewhere. Okay, the shareholders are all over the world. In fact, I'll bet you, I haven't done the numbers on this, but I'm going to. to see where the major shareholders are on these major so-called American companies. My guess is that very, very small number are Americans. So what is American about these guys? They don't pay taxes here. Why do you think they set up offices elsewhere? They got American name. That's it. And so that's our Dow. Our Dow, these are multinational. They're making a lot of money. They are making a lot of money, but it's not benefiting the middle class in America one iota, because they don't employ anybody here. That's the negative side about supply side economics when it is overused. It has been overused. It is taking way too far. You know, if I have to list a Friedman, Milton Friedman, and one more time, what is he, the only economist left alive? I mean, and Cutlow and all these guys at CNBC just spew. They don't even know what they're spewing. I mean, they're so poorly educated about this subject matter, it is ridiculous. But as an investor, you need to understand this, and you need to know this. Now, I unloaded my silver position on Thursday, 22.60. I unloaded the whole thing. I can always buy back. You know, I bought some Philip Morris. I've been going back in our market. You know, I don't know if it's a carry trade, inflation trade, or what trade it is, but, you know, there's some stocks doing well, but I don't know. I mean, we get up a few percent here and there, but as the dollar weakens, so what? You know, we lose 12% on the dollar and make 9% on our portfolio. We just lost another 3%. You know, and global investing, which that's my forte. I'm a global strategist. I mean, that's the companies I'm working for right now. But look, as you go global and invest global, keep this in your mind all the time. Strength of governments means everything. Everything. The average Russian PE right now is 6. 6. Well, you know why. You've seen what happened over there. I mean, a lot of freaking corruption went on. A lot of people's money got stolen. So it doesn't matter what kind of returns you got if there's the threat of being stolen. So stability of governments, strength of currency means everything as a global investor. So when you go into these ETFs, I've got a new website I'm working on right now that I'll have it up soon that will give you guys an option. I'll give you the site where you can go right to, and I'll walk you through which ETFs you can go to. I've got a list of all the doubles, I've got a list of all the triples, I've got a list of all the global markets, I've got a list of all their tickers, I've got weighted index on their return, 10-year, 5-year, weighted against oil, gold, all kinds of different things, real estate. I'll have this done probably this week, and then next week I'll let you guys know the name of the site that I'm working on with. But as far as an investor, it's a tough investment environment. You know that. We all know that. You know, you people that went into gold in 2001, 2, 3, you're brilliant. You're geniuses. Beautiful trade. You people that bought Apple, you know, when you see the iPod doing good, I got on it late. I got on it at 90, but brilliant trading, you know. It's the only marquee products we've produced in this country, you know. Well, I shouldn't say produced. Ideas, technology. We came up with the smartphone. But they've done well, but they're few and far between, and they're hard to pick, and it's hard to... So you got to educate yourself if we're going to hang in this game as an investor. You got to think about these things. And I know it's hard because there's nowhere to hide. I understand that. You're like, gold's too frothy. Look at oil, it's too freaking frothy. U.S. market, freaking bunch of corrupt assholes, CEOs. And Wall Street's a bunch of freaking crooks, which they are. I mean, this flash crash BS, you know, it's tough. And then globally, you know, you can't stuff it in your damn mattress because if the dollar's getting so weak and crushed, well, I'm going to give you ideas where to go. I mean, my favorite idea has been the same idea I've had for years, like everybody else. High dividend yield stocks. I mean, I've been all over Philip Morris for 10 years. I manage a certain guy's portfolio in this town for the last 10. He's made so much money, it's sickening. That's the only thing I've had, but I've hedged it. I've used the derivative market to hedge it all. You know, I hedge every single position. I never go into anything without a hedge. Seriously. Wealth protection is foremost with me all the time. People say, well, you're wasting money in the derivative market buying that insurance. I don't care. Good. Good. Let me waste it for the rest of my life. I hope I waste it forever. I hope I never have to use it again. But that's what I'm going to do because I've seen too many people sitting on $2 million and go to $200,000 because they won't do it. Not me. So stay with me on this thing. I'm going to give you ideas. I sold my silver position. I bought some more Philip Morris. I'm still buying IBM. Still buying Apple, believe it or not. I'm starting to sniff around some global trades more and more and more and more. But keep an eye on that dollar. Big time. We went from 80 cents. You do realize it was 80 cents in 2000. How wealthy was this country in the late 90s? Wealthy. I mean, our market's been horrid. You know, there's been a lot of wealth just, but, You know, I'm going to give you ideas on how to not only make money, protect your money. Stay with me. My website, optionsandfutures101.com, and then I have a new site getting ready to come up. It's a big, complex site that, well, as far as global investing, I've been working on it with a guy in Germany. We've partnered on it. It's going to be called Blanch. But stay with me. We're going to try to open a couple of global funds up, but I'll keep you guys posted. Kevin Blanch, 10, 10, 10. I'm headed to the track.